This is the Weekly Geekout for the 25th of May 2018, but there's a small problem. This is going to be a short, sweet, and egotistical one. Okay? I'm going to explain to you in a moment why this is the case. The explanation is going to well, you are going to have to forgive me for this, okay? But give me 1 second. Just give me one second. Telling everybody that I am making this transmission so they can join if they want, or they can come watch it later if they rather do so. Where was it? Where did I put you? This is going to be a really short, because I have a breakthrough. I had a breakthrough, and well, in my game, the game I'm making, I had a great deal of progress made between yesterday and today. So I'm proud to announce that pretty soon, pretty soon, Green Warrior Games presents the cinematic unified role-playing engine D6. Okay, this is going to be a derivative of the OpenD6 system, but while the OpenD6 system works with a dice pool, mine isn't going to do so. Mine is going to work only with 3 dice, 3d6 dice to be exact. And if I manage to do it just right, it's going to be compatible with everything that is in around that works with OpenD6. So the bestiary compatible, OpenD6 modern compatible, space compatible, fantasy compatible. If I manage to make it just right, you're not going to need to even make a single conversion. Not sure yet, but it's going to be around 18 to 22 levels of progression. I'm going to make a I want to make a separate the core, the core of cure, and then I want to have fantasy. I want to have pulp. I want to have space, and I want to have pulp, fantasy, space. There's one modern, yes, modern. I want to have modern too. Okay, and maybe one or two more quirky stuff around there. I have a fun idea. Just as soon as I finish with the screenshot game, because this isn't a game, this is a system. Okay, and if I make it right, the screenshot game is going to work with this exact system, and it's going to be fun. But if I don't get it right, if I hit some kind of a hitch in the road, I will then use there's a Microlight 74 3D6 that is kind of right, or maybe to do the screenshot, maybe I will go with Microlight 74 pure essence. It's the 20, the D20 using system they have, and I might go that way with the screenshot one, and well, maybe I will have some fun with that, and maybe you will have some fun too. I'm pretty excited. That's the only reason I'm making the video about it. I'm pretty excited because I was stuck. Okay, I was not finding the way to make certain things that I wanted to make in a certain way, because this is my first system. This is the first time I make something like this, so it's not as easy as it would seem to make a game based on an existing system that you already know very well. It's not that hard, but especially if it's a small game. But to make a whole new system and to make it so that it's compatible with an older system, but doesn't have the what I see as a drawback in OpenDC D6, that it's the dice pool. Okay, the dice pool is you could end up in theory using, I don't know, 10, 15 dice. That's crazy. At the same time, I mean, rolling 15 dice to resolve some conflict, you could end up with that. That's crazy talk. So how do you manage to go from there to a limited amount of dice, that it's the only number of dice that you use? And this is how I just found a way to do it. I have an idea to make the bad guys challenging as your character grows more powerful. Keep the enemies challenging. without making it too deadly, because I don't want your characters to die every single session, but also no, you need to feel like there's some risk, like you can have something bad happen to your characters, and I think I found a way. Okay, I think I found a way to keep the bad guys challenging, and to make your character grow, and to make it in such a way that I can, for instance, for the pulp system. Okay, in pulp you don't have superheroes, you don't have that level of power. You're lower than that, not in the uh, mundane strong. You're in the heroic level, but heroic is below superheroes. Okay, so I had this crazy idea. Let me see if it's. Oh yes, it's here. I'm going to read you. I'm going to read you something that I made for this. It's a bit of a. Okay, so you have to roll over a target number. Okay, if the target number, if your roll is equal or above the target number, you succeed. Very well. Trivial stuff needs no roll, like I don't know, getting some food in a tavern, or tying your shoes, or walking, that kind of stuff requires no roll. And I'm going to make a really easy and small target number table for to give the GMs an idea, a guide about this. And then we're going to have the bad guys. The bad guys, we're going to have them in sizes. Okay, the sizes is going to help us to keep them challenging as your character grows in power. As you get good scripts and level up. The bad guys also level up and keep being interesting, and they are not the same. Okay, and this idea of the sizes is not really mine. It's something I am borrowing from somewhere. Don't remember. I think everybody does it, so, but I might be wrong. Now, the number of sizes and how much the size affects, that's not exactly like everybody's doing it, I think, because this part, yes, I made without looking in anybody else's. But okay, again, my memory could be playing tricks with me, and maybe I'm lifting this from somewhere. So we're going to have a diminute, very, very tiny. But guys, the size is a -2. Of course, if it's poisonous, a snake, a spider, a scorpion, then it could have a +1 or a +2, depending on how much of how dangerous the venom is, how strong. Small, -1. Normal size. By normal size, I mean between a normal size dog, an average dog, I don't know, 40 kilos, okay, to slightly above human size. Let's see, say about 120 kilos, from 40 kilos to 120 kilos. It's normal. That's 0. Then we have a big, +1, huge, huge. It's going to be huge. Then we have +2, enormous. We have +3, giant, +4, colossal, +5, and then we have legendary, +6. Okay, of course, if you're running a campaign and you need a bigger creature, you only need to make up another size. I don't know, cosmic, for instance, it comes to mind. You could make it so, no, or legendary, godlike, cosmic. I don't know, or cosmic and then godlike. You could make it up as you go, and of course, give it a +7, +8, or +10. I don't know, all depending on the yes. And then this and the level. Okay, if you are if you're playing, if your character is level 1, for instance, okay, then it's level 1 plus the bad guy is big, okay, +1, plus whatever stat, strength, etc. the character, the bad guy already has, and that makes up the target number. This can be written just like that, besides the character in the glossary, in the bestiary, in the menagerie. And so as a GM, you don't need to make any math, because you know what bad guys you're going to use in a session, in a campaign even. So you can have the, I don't know, Minotaur. A Minotaur is big. Okay, so a Minotaur strength, I don't know, it has 14. Okay, so strength 14, and then big 15, and then it's on level 2. Okay, it's 17. So the target number at level 2, you have Minotaur. Level 0, 15. Level 1, 16. Level 2, 17. Like that. The target number written just right there. So it's just a matter of the player rolling, making a couple of additions to numbers. You're going to be adding. Okay, you're going to roll 3d6 plus the stats, plus the bonuses or penalties against the target number. So very straightforward, not no hard or too many math involved, small numbers, so no big deal, and fast, really fast. If you're against another player, or sometimes the GM will need to roll for one of the NPCs or the bad guys, and then you get exact same versus 3d6 plus attribute plus bonuses or penalties. This is plus or minus, of course, versus again 3d6 plus attribute and bonuses or penalties, and the bigger one wins. So not very complicated, not really that hard to do or to manage, and hopefully it will be a little bit a little fun. Maybe people will like it. Once I have it done, I want to make a small game, because the Scream Show one, I'm not sure if I'm going to be giving it just like that, because since the Scream Show, the people making the comic are helping me, then I think they have the right to have some input in when and how it's released. But I'll be making another game, a small one, based on this system, even if the Scream Show one doesn't end up being based in this. And I will release that to several of you, so you can try it out, play test it, and tell me what you think, so I can improve the stuff. Well, I just wanted to let you all know that I was doing this, and that I'm pretty excited. I can't lie. I'm totally geeked out because I had a great breakthrough, and I haven't read any comics this week. I went and picked up my comics, but I didn't read any still. So, because I was working in this, and I'm really, really geeked out. Still not sure how the mascot is going to. What's his name? Yes, he's a dude, not a girl. You want to see it up close? He's a dude, okay? Can you see? He's a dude. Yes. He's totally a dude. And not sure still what's his name. How's he going to be called? But, well, if you have any idea about his name, leave me a comment. Tell me in the comments. And yes, well, that's all. You have a good one, and I'll see you this Tuesday when we make again Tabletop Tuesdays with the mechs, Magi Mechs, Mutants, and Marines podcast, where we will be talking strictly about tabletop gaming. So thank you for dropping by. Tell me what you think in the comments. If you like the content, subscribe. And I'll see you all soon. Remember, don't go quietly into the night. Rage against the machine. See you all soon. Thank you. Bye.